love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Do not love the world. Now, it's very important to note that this word world, especially in Johannine literature, is used in at least three different ways. First of all, the world can refer to all creation. We see this in John 1, John 3, John 4, John 6, John 7, John 8, over and over again. This word cosmos refers to all the world, to all the created universe. John is not saying here that we should not love this universe, this world, this earth that God created. That's not what's being said here. Secondly, the term world refers to the people that inhabit this world that God created. And God is not saying, do not love people, do not love mankind. Absolutely not. We know that it doesn't mean that, because the love that we're called to give, even to our enemies, the great commandment, love the Lord your God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. So John can't be talking about that first world here, and he can't be talking about that second world here. That would be a contradiction. However, there's a third use of the term world. And that third use refers to the spiritual realm that is in opposition to God and in rebellion against his kingdom. It is that third sense of world that is being discussed here. So when John says, do not love the world, he says your love becomes sinful when it's directed at that system that is anti-God, that system that is anti-kingdom, that system that is satanic.
In verse 4, these are the ones who have not been defiled with women, for they have kept themselves chaste. These are the ones who follow the Lamb wherever he goes. These have been purchased from among men as first fruits to God and to the Lamb, and no lie was found in their mouth. They are blameless. Now, I do believe it is important. Many documents have been written, many debates regarding who are these 144,000, and it is a necessary thing to discover. But what saddens me is in all the debate regarding who these people are, not enough emphasis is given to the description that at least in some way applies to all of us, and especially to the king's men. Minister, you want to be used of Christ. Is that true? You want to be used for Christ. Is that true? You want to be one of the valiant ones who leads his bride through the wilderness. Is that true? Well, then take this up as your own. Look what it says. These are the ones who have not been defiled with women. They have not chased after other loves. They have not chased after other loves. They have kept themselves chaste. They belong to Christ and Christ alone. They'll not soil their garments with another. These are the ones who follow the Lamb wherever he goes. And how can you do that? Except by the word of the Lamb, the scripture. Follows the Lamb wherever he goes. Not the culture, not the latest fad in Reformed theology. No, follows the Lamb wherever he goes. These have been purchased from among men. No lie was found in their mouth. They are blameless. And in another place, of course, they did not love their lives, even unto death. Don't you see, men? In this world that is so mundane, so colorless, so blah, so without purpose, you and I have been given a purpose. We have been given a stewardship. We have been called into battle. We have a reason to live. We have a reason to die. And we can go forth seeking glory and immortality from the one who died and rose again from the dead. Something to fight for.
John writes that by faith, the Christian is able to overcome the world in 1 John 5, 4 and 5. In our text, he says the world passes away. In chapter 3, verse 1, he says the world is ignorant of God. In 3:13, he says the world hates believers. In 4:1, he says it's the abode of false prophets. In 4:3, it's the abode of the Antichrist. And in 4:5, it's the abode of unbelievers. And last, the whole world is controlled by the evil one. It is obvious here that when John refers to world in this text, he's referring to that world that is under the control of our adversary, the devil. That world that is spiritual and ideological and at war with our king and his kingdom. And we are told, do not love that world. Not at all. Listen to Calvin. He had said before that the only rule for living religiously
I wake up, it's a brand new day. Sun is shining, I'm on my way. Gotta get up, gotta get moving. Got no time for snoozing.
the love of God may reign within us.
I head out, feeling kinda groovy. Got a spring in my step, feeling so free. I grab my cup, I take a sip. The taste of coffee, it's like a sweet trip. Coffee in the morning, it's my best friend. Gives me energy, helps me to transcend. Oh yeah. Coffee in the morning, it's my delight. Can't start my day without the caffeine high. Can't start my day without the caffeine high. I head out, feeling kinda groovy. Got a spring in my step, feeling so free. I grab my cup, I take a sip. The taste of coffee, it's like a sweet trip. Coffee in the morning, it's my best friend. Gives me energy, helps me to transcend. Oh yeah. Coffee in the morning is my delight. Can't start my day without that caffeine high. Can't start my day without that caffeine high. Coffee in the morning is my delight. Can't start my day without that caffeine high. Coffee in the morning is my delight. Can't start my day without that caffeine high.
They left so that it might be known, so that it might be obvious, so that we might see that they were never ours. They were never his. Because their love, their affections were pointed at the system that is opposed to God.